Hi and welcome to another video update of Dividends Daily. I hope you are all doing great and that you don't stress too much about the stock market daily ups and downs. Stress is bad for your health, avoid it at any cost. Briefly for the new subscribers, this channel is and will be documenting my investing journey as I'm growing my dividend income. I created the channel at the end of February 2021, but I started investing in the beginning of 2020. Back when the world was trying to find the cure, you know for what, I was trying to find a way to be less dependent on only one source of income, being my normal 8-hour job. So I turned to investing and was lucky to find out the dividend investing strategy, which to me seems to be the most passive form of income. Passive income in the form of dividends, which is cash paid from certain companies for owning shares in them. A few questions I would like to answer. Why dividends daily? Even though that is technically impossible, I will try to get as close to it as possible. These are my pay dates for 2021 so far. Looking at the data for the first half of the year, out of the total 124 days that is possible for one to receive dividends on, I got paid on 79 of them, and that is a 63% coverage, meaning that I have received money on more than half of the possible days. So the idea of getting paid that often inspired me, and here we are. You are now able to follow this experiment. By the way, have you subscribed? I appreciate it when you do, so does the algorithm. Why dividends when you could make money faster with other investment types? Big gain potential comes hand in hand with big loss potential, and that would stress me, and I would rather pass. Let's say that I hate risk, and since I can't completely avoid it, I will try to minimize it. Again, nothing is 100% certain in the stock market, just some strategies are less volatile than others. So I decide to remain on my boring but steady path. Is it better to reinvest the dividends or spend them? I will show you a graph with some very basic calculations and let you decide for yourself. So of course many assumptions were necessary for the simplicity of calculations, such as a fixed portfolio average yield on cost of 4.5%, which typically is way higher the more years one stays invested. Monthly investment of $600, 15% tax as currently withheld by the US on Revolut app, and again, just to keep the math simple, I'm not taking under consideration any dividend increases, decreases, cuts, inflation, or stock price increases or decreases. Column B is continuous years of investing, column C in blue is the monthly income with dividend reinvesting, and column D in red is the monthly income without reinvesting the dividends. After year 15, you can really start to see the difference, as by reinvesting the dividends, you would get $100 more on average per month than by not reinvesting. And the difference only grows bigger from there, as you can see, and if it was to go on for 35 years, then the difference would have doubled. That is the magical power of compounding that causes the exponential growth. Then of course at some point I will decide not to reinvest the dividends anymore, or not to invest any new money in the portfolio at all, but that moment differs from person to person, and for me personally is very far from now. Of course all of that as long as no emergency occurs, as then not only I would not reinvest the dividends, but most probably I would even sell part of the portfolio if necessary. Nothing is more unpredictable than life itself. When do I expect to hit the $100 per month in dividend income? With very basic calculations and not taking under consideration all the magic ingredients, I believe it will be somewhere in 2024 with a total portfolio value above $30,000. Jumping into now and the actual numbers, my current portfolio value as of the day of the recording, the 13th of June 2021, it sits at $13,933.45, out of which 25.2% is unrealized gains at $2,804.51. For you that might be interested in my portfolio's past performance, last Friday ended up in the red, minus $20. Then looking at the past week, again in the red, minus $86. But looking at past month, I'm on the green, plus $282.73. These three graphs from now on will be part of my video updates. In this screen you can see the dividends received since the last episode. So minus the current custody fee, I got a total of $18.72 for June so far, which brings the total for 2021 at $182.17. Since the last episode, I increased my position in Verizon to cover for the big dividend I was receiving from AT&T prior of selling it. $413 bought me 7.3 shares of Verizon at $56.33 a share. It has a dividend yield of 4.38% and a PE ratio of 12.5. They have been growing their dividend for the last 8 years. If you are watching up to this point, chances are that you like the content. Make sure you subscribe and follow along on this journey, as it is not going to end anytime soon. That was all for now. Until the next time, remember to stay positive and never compare your progress to others. Bye.